In the intricate tapestry of ancient thinkers, Epicurus stands out with a philosophy remarkably simple yet profoundly resonant: the pursuit of happiness. Today, we embark on a journey through Epicurean philosophy, a guide to attaining a life of tranquility, free from pain and distress, and its poignant relevance in our contemporary landscape. Epicurus, born in 331 BCE on the Aegean island of Samos, introduced a philosophy that centered around the simple pleasures of life. Unlike other philosophical doctrines of his time, which often focused on lofty ideals and abstract concepts, Epicureanism was rooted in the tangible and the experiential. At its core, Epicureanism proposes that the highest good in life is pleasure, but not just any pleasure. Epicurus differentiated between different kinds of pleasures and placed the greatest value on the static pleasures, those derived from a state of tranquility and the absence of pain, both physical and mental. Physical pain, according to Epicurus, is an evident source of suffering. But he believed that mental distress, stemming from irrational fears and unchecked desires, was often a more persistent and troubling source of unhappiness. To combat this, he proposed a life led by reason, which would help dispel unnecessary fears and curb insatiable desires. For instance, Epicurus suggested that many of our fears, like the fear of death or the divine, are irrational. Death, he argued, is merely the absence of sensation, nothing to be feared. By understanding and internalizing this, we can alleviate a significant source of existential anxiety. Desires, too, were a focal point in Epicurean philosophy. Epicurus categorized them into three types: natural and necessary, natural but not necessary, and neither natural nor necessary. By recognizing and focusing on fulfilling only the essential and genuinely beneficial desires, one can achieve a state of contentment. Central to Epicurean thought is the idea of ataraxia or undisturbedness, a profound state of tranquility arising from a life led with wisdom. This is not about the elimination of all desires but the cultivation of those that align with genuine happiness and well-being. So, how does this ancient philosophy align with our modern world? In an age of overstimulation, where the incessant clamor of notifications, consumerism, and societal pressures can be overwhelming, Epicurean philosophy offers a refreshing perspective. It urges us to step back and question, what truly brings happiness? Is it the relentless chase for more, or is it the appreciation of the simple, the essential? Consider our current society's metrics of success: wealth, fame, constant activity. Epicurus would argue that these pursuits, often devoid of intrinsic value, might not lead to genuine happiness. Instead, a life of reflection, genuine friendships, and immersion in simple pleasures, a meal shared with loved ones, a serene moment in nature, the joy of learning, can bring us closer to true contentment. Moreover, in a world where mental health challenges are on the rise, the Epicurean emphasis on dispelling irrational fears and focusing on rational desires is profoundly relevant. By understanding our anxiety's root causes and distinguishing between essential and fleeting desires, we can pave the path to a more tranquil mind. In our relationships, too, Epicureanism has wisdom to offer. Instead of seeking relationships based on utility or fleeting pleasures, Epicurean philosophy extols the virtue of genuine friendships, those founded on mutual respect, trust, and the shared pursuit of virtuous living. To sum up, while Epicurus lived over 2 millennia ago, his teachings on happiness, desires, and tranquility resonate even today. In a world that often equates happiness with material possession and external achievements, Epicureanism provides a counter-narrative, reminding us of happiness's true essence. It invites us to reflect, to discern, and to choose a life that, while maybe simpler, is richer in joy and contentment. For, in the words of Epicurus himself, not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let's carry with us the wisdom of Epicurus. Let's seek pleasure, not in the superficial or the fleeting, but in the deep, enduring joys of a life lived with reason and heart.